Check this out. So you see where the fog starts? I think that's where the field is. Not sure what I'm going to do. Could ask one of the people there to drive my van to me. It's 5:30 AM and we're headed off to the Jurassic Coast in Dorset. So I'm staying in Wareham in the caravan for a few days. Wareham is a Saxon walled town originally established by the Saxons in the 9th century. It was frequently targeted by the Vikings. So I'm heading out now to a gliding site where they have kindly let me fly. I'm going slightly downhill, there's some fog, so I may not be able to fly. You see that? Time now is around 6:15. Just want to make sure the wind doesn't change direction. Got a bit of low-lying mist as you can see behind me, but I think we're good for a takeoff. Grass is soaking wet. It's not frosty. It feels like it could be, but it's not. Wing laid out. Can't even see my sock. Conditions not perfect, so a bit of caution needed. Nil wind, cold. Need to be back on the ground at 9 AM for the gliders. So we've got 14.5 litres. That's enough for 3 hours, to be honest. So this is the flight after my carbon delamination. Right, what's the sock doing? Variable wind. Still a bit misty. So I'm going to stay above the field for a bit, get some height and assess. Chase cam is broken again. Okay, line's free and clear. Engine died. Here we go. For the love of, is this flight going to happen? It's high humidity, it's probably what it is. So, chase cam broke. Engine won't start. It's foggy. There we go. I need to be very careful. Got low-lying mist. This coast, once I fly along that ridge over there, it's actually fine by the coast, so that's the plan, is to head straight on, and if I get an engine failure I can land on that ridge. So I made it up in the air. Chase cam is broken again. I think maybe when I landed out in that field I broke it, so no chase cam, sorry guys. So change of plan, as you can see it's very foggy. However, directly below me I can see the ground fine, so I'm about to change my route. Directly ahead is a bridge of high hills where there's no fog at all, so I'm going to head over to there and then do a left turn east towards Harry Works, something, what's it called? And then I'm hoping within the next hour this fog will get burned off. So this flight was inspired by Bill Bailey, actually, on TV. He does a show on, I think it's on YouTube, where Bill Bailey goes for a walk with an old celebrity from years gone by. But he walked along the Jurassic coastal path, and there's fossils and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of interesting things. I thought that'd be cool to fly along there. The gliding club very kindly gave me special permission. As long as I'm down by 9, because the gliders want to go up. Wow, this is spectacular. On the south coast of Dorset, above the clouds as well, fog. Got the Monster Wooden for up on today, which feels perfectly fine. I'm always ready for an engine out though, as you know. Staying high because I want to be safe. Getting below the cloud base now.
This is Corfe Castle, built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century. It was used as a prison for Edward II and Eleanor of Brittany, and was partially destroyed in 1656 during the English Civil War by the Parliamentarian forces.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yes. Way! Woohoo!
I'm now heading over to Poole Harbour, which played a significant role in World War II as a departure point for troops during the D-Day landings, and Brownsea Island, which was fortified by Henry VIII to protect against French invasion, and it's the site for the first ever scout camp, which was set up in 1907. The castle on the island was built in 1545.
Over the clouds, you can see Dudek and land out down there.
Now flying over sandbanks, which was transformed from a neglected sand dune into one of the most expensive areas to live in the UK. There is a ferry service which began in 1926 to connect sandbanks with Studland.
Altitude 1500. Don't trust my engine. I'm not going to go to fully idle because if it dies, Lost is hard to start in flight. For me anyway, without electric start. Okay, time to trim in. Hands on brakes. So I'm heading into wind now.
So now flying along Studland Bay. Only a couple of people on the beach. It's still early in the morning. I found out later when I looked this up that this is actually Studland Naturist Beach, but no one was around. It's so great to fly into wind along the coast early in the morning in the sunshine. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, this is fun. Hey! Look at that. Look how clear the water is. Didn't expect that in England.
During World War II, Studland Bay was actually used as a training ground for the D-Day landings with live ammunition exercises and beach landings. So now heading over to Old Harry Rocks, which is a smuggling area during the 18th and 19th centuries. These chalk formations are constantly changing due to erosion, with Old Harry's wife, a nearby stack, collapsing in 1896. The name Old Harry is said to refer to the devil, who, according to legend, slept on the rocks.
Check it out. What a stunning flight! Woo. Amazing.
Now flying over Swanage Bay. Now flying over the Victorian Anvil Point Lighthouse, which was constructed in 1881. This ledge was the result of quarrying Purbeck stone. A swimming pool was blasted into the rock for local school children.
What a stunning flight! Flying along the coast, over sandbanks and the Old Harry Rocks. My camera's stopped working, so no more photos from this point. Don't know what happened. Moisture or something. Look at this. Clouds. Magnificent float. Best flight of the year so far. Easily. So apparently the Jurassic Coastline is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has the most fossils on the beaches in the world. Fantastic. Skydim still says 8:55 for the ETA to land. So heading down to Lulworth Castle now. Check this out. Now I'm a bit gutted my camera's not working, to be honest. So all those layers in the rock at different time periods. Let's have a look at Lulworth Castle. Is that the one I saw earlier? It probably was. Yes. So I photographed that earlier. Let's head down there and then back again, back out.
Lulworth Castle was built in the early 17th century as a hunting lodge and hosted French aristocrats fleeing the French Revolution. A major fire gutted the castle in 1929 but has since been partially restored.
So I'm slightly nervous. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get back. The fog is quite thick. Guess I'll just have to try, see what happens. If it comes to it, I'd land out and then figure out what to do. This is Lulworth Cove.
This is a textbook example of a concordant coastline which is formed by the sea breaking through the resistant rocks to erode the softer clays behind. There's a little landslide there.
These beautiful beaches.
Now approaching Durdle Door, which is a natural limestone arch formed by erosion over millions of years. And this is listed as part of the Jurassic Coast World Heritage Site. It's been used by Thomas Hardy, who mentioned it in his works.
Right, it's probably time for me to start heading back in a minute. That fog over there. It's got patchy, it's got holes in it. Is the airfield clear? So I'll be back in 12 minutes. So see where the fog starts, I think that's where the field is. Is it going to lift in time? I don't know. Not sure what I'm going to do. Could ask one of the people there to drive my van to me. It's probably the best option. Look at all that inland, it's completely foggy. Will lift, but when is the question? It's just on the edge of the fog, I think. So we can make it in time. Looks like the fog's coming over. I think I might be okay. Still not sure. Definitely low cloud over that field. Can't believe the airfield is literally on the edge of that huge bank of fog. I'm the luckiest guy. Well, that was touch and go. The whole flight was whether I was going to be able to take off and land, and I can, I think. I'm still not sure. I'm an eternal optimist. Sometimes bites me, but should be right. And we're down. We made it. There's still fog right over there on the edge of the field. Wow. Wow. Lucky boy. Thanks for letting me fly. Oh, it's fantastic. Touch and go.
Yeah.
With the fog.
I was surprised. I was thinking, is he going to do it?
I know. Well, I was thinking the same thing. I thought what I'll do, because it was quite misty when I took off.
Yeah.
I thought I'll get some altitude above the field, just circle up, have a look. And the coast was all clear. So I got a bit of altitude and thought I'll just go out to the coast, and went along the coast clear as a bell. Nice. And but on the way back, see this fog here.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't come over just as I'm about to land. Oh no, I have to circle a bit more. But yeah, amazing flight.
Good.
What an epic flight. There's more videos to come over the summer, so if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button.